The Busch Grand National Circuit stopped in Darlington. We'll have all the highlights of the Country Squire Homes 200.
We'll also talk with Winston Cup star Jeff Bodine about the explosive growth of Winston Cup racing and his viewpoint of life away from the racetrack. Ned, the third of a mile Hickory Speedway in Hickory, North Carolina has an awful lot of history. It's where a lot of famous names, including yourself, got their start in racing. And on that tight little bull ring, a lot of wildness happens.
Boy, there's always plenty of good close racing and plenty of excitement like we had here in Richmond. Well, you normally think when Dale Earnhardt's in the field that he's going to provide a lot of that excitement, but it was a different Dale this time. It was Dale Jarrett and the excitement man himself, Jimmy Spencer. Tommy Kirkman has the highlights of the Mountain Dew 400.
Jarrett and Spencer started the race on the front row, and the action they provided early on gave the fans a glimpse of what was to come. Jarrett would lead the first 11 circuits before Spencer took over and held the point for the next 76 laps. Dale Earnhardt gave young Rob Moroso a valuable short track lesson early as the two tangled in turn 3, bringing out the first caution of the evening. Hometown favorite Tommy Houston ran up front early before a broken oil pump belt relegated him to the rear of the field. Tires proved critical in this 200-lap affair, and when caution came out halfway through the race, the front runners were forced to decide whether or not to take on fresh right-side rubber and go a lap down, or stick it out and hope their tires lasted. Jimmy Spencer and Jack Ingram were the first ones in for new tires, and leader Dale Jarrett was close behind. Opting not to make a stop, Harry Gant inherited the lead. The cars who took on fresh tires were then some 0.5 of a second faster than Gant, so he finally made a stop on lap 141 after leading for 39 laps. Ironman Jack Ingram stood at the front after Gant stopped, and it looked as if Ingram would pick up his first win since 1987. But Jarrett and Spencer had other ideas as the two chased the leader. Spencer was able to get by Jarrett for the second spot, and as they came up on the slower car of Jeff Burton, Spencer was forced to do a little dirt tracking out of turn 4. But Burton's problems weren't over. As they entered turn 2, Spencer tapped him once again. This time Burton spun and Jarrett recaptured second place. After the restart, Jarrett quickly disposed of Ingram for the lead, and Spencer came along for the ride. With just 2 laps left, Spencer made his move, and when he pulled under Jarrett, the two touched. Jarrett went spinning as Spencer took the yellow and white together. The next time around, Spencer took the checkered flag while Jarrett, in his haste to catch up to Spencer, put Tommy Ellis and Max Crestwood in the wall. Jarrett would later join Spencer in victory lane, and while Spencer celebrated his first career wins, Jarrett was not happy with the outcome.
Now, there has been controversy at every single Busch Grand National event this year, and I guarantee it's a situation that NASCAR is watching very closely.
I'm sure they are, and we probably haven't heard the last of some of these excursions we've seen.